What's up, y'all? It's your boy, the Amazing King, coming to you live and in color, bringing you that oh-so-amazing touch. And we're back for another episode of the Get Ready For It podcast, Season 6, you guys. We have a full house in here, some legends, some icons. Let me go ahead and introduce you to some of my guests today. Q.
What's up?
Back by popular demand.
Woo, 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 woo.
The Kid. Parker,
hey,
listen,
man,
the OG.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Back.
The Get Ready For It podcast is back. You ready?
You know. Yeah, for sure.
It's been a while. 4 years in the game.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
All day and tomorrow.
You know I'm coming with that BS, so just make sure you can keep up this time.
Keep up.
Yes.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm used to you. You all right?
Quiet. Quiet on the set, everybody. The icon, the legend, the biggest thing in the 813 in the world.
Great.
NOVCANE is in the building, baby. Listen, NOVCANE, once again, I want to thank you for coming by and doing my show.
Man.
Once the third person wrote me and was like, hey, somebody's trying to get in touch with you. I was like, I guess I have to go, don't I?
Listen.
Couldn't ignore you anymore at that point.
When you fight for something and it finally works out.
Yeah.
Once again, NOVCANE, thank you so much for coming out. You guys, this episode is entitled, Sincerely. You already know what time it is. Y'all done wrote us letters and asking us for our opinions on this. Listen, I'm going to give it to you straight, no chaser. Q promised me that he was going to come and give it to me straight, no chaser.
I don't even chase my liquor. Like, you know.
NOVCANE ain't new to this,
She not.
and Parker ain't new to this.
Let's do it.
Please,
Let's do it.
please.
Let's do it.
The first one, you guys. I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years. I thought that me and his friends and family had a good relationship. They called me daughter and sister. But I found out my boyfriend been cheating on me, and they all knew. I'm hurt. What should I do? Sincerely, everybody knew but me. Them ain't your damn friends.
I mean, yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
My friend is my friend.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
are their spouse, so I'm friendly towards you. But if the chips fall down,
Where do your
NOVCANE,
loyalties lie?
my loyalty is gonna always be with that friend.
Yeah, that's the family, of course. I
Yeah,
mean, it
definitely
doesn't take
family.
away the fact that they love you. They absolutely probably
sure.
love you. Like, it's just other people are around, bro. Like, it's nothing to do with you and everything to do with him. And I think you got to figure out if cheating is okay for you. You got to find your non-negotiable. And if it's not cheating, then have fun. You have a new mom and a sister.
They may not be real or loyal, but they're still loving
yours.
towards you.
They
You
belong.
got a family. You belong, right?
They welcomed you.
Because
Now,
I'm the
gonna be
friend.
some
I'm not
things
telling
you
you
gonna
anything.
miss.
Go ahead.
You're not
There's gonna be a couple things you're gonna miss and you won't see, but they're your family.
But that's your people.
You know, distant.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know some of my real family.
Hey,
Distant the same way.
Is cheating
not a lie.
non-negotiable to you, NOVCANE?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I haven't been in a relationship or a marriage long enough for me to feel like I have to like accept cheating
And deal
or
with that
like there
bullshit.
to be enough of a, you know,
Okay.
enough at stake. Like I have a kid, we're married, we have home, we have a no, bye.
Hey, tell me,
Because if you hug somebody the wrong way, it's over for me.
man.
If you hug, if you look at the person too long,
I want you to know that hugs be crazy because I'm not like a very openly in a relationship posting person.
Okay.
So when people are around me a lot or if they haven't seen me for a while, sometimes I get like very hyper energy. And I've had men pick me up off the ground. And it's like, I never posted my significant other when we were dating for as long as we were dating. And, you know, nobody knows what he looks like. So you never know when he's in a room or
Right.
not. So that was a thing. So sometimes, you know, I have to explain. If you ask a question, then I'll answer. But I think he also understands the place that I'm in,
That's
the
good.
event,
That's good. Yeah.
and, you know, what's going
Yeah.
on. So it definitely takes a strong person to date.
I think men should still have that respect though, because like you said, you never know a person's situation.
And that's the fact. And I think also for me, I had to also make sure it was like, yo, as soon as it happens, like, yo,
Yeah, don't do
me
that.
down.
Don't do that.
Like, which happens most of the time. It's just like I can't really do much when the initial approach is like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm just up
off
already.
guard.
Nigga, move.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do.
you couldn't even scoop her up, you know, if you could. I don't know why I just attacked you like that. I just felt
I don't know why you did that anyway.
You know why? It's 'cause
I was
that-
coming
it's-
to
you know
defend
why?
myself, but I'm not gonna do that.
It's
Like,
because
go
of
ahead.
cups.
I believe you could do it.
It's because
Thank you.
I believe you.
He said,
I don't weigh that much.
She doesn't look
You're
like
supposed to be
it.
on my side.
I didn't tell you that.
Well, she did
Yeah,
say she don't pick
exactly.
a side.
Yeah.
That's- I like the right
You always
side.
pick somebody
On
on your side.
I am actually on his right
Halfway.
side though. When you think about
Exactly. So I'm right. You're
Technically.
wrong.
it. Whoa.
We're not going to do this.
All
today.
right.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the next.
Let's get to the next one, you
Sincerely.
guys. You know what? I'm going to read the next one as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Dear podcast crew, I went out with some of my friends to dinner. And when the bill came, the discussion started on should we split the bill or pay individually? In my mind, I only got a salad and they got steak and lobster. We ended up splitting the bill and I was mad. How would you guys handle this? Sincerely split 6 ways. Get my ass up and leave.
Man.
Sincerely, I will drop the amount that I pay for because I'm really good at math. I can even put my tip in and the tax in. I got you. Don't worry about it. Here you go. This is what I had. Y'all can split the rest of that up.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. And if you want to see me, fight me later. I'm going back to the room.
Right outside.
See, I can't even count. I pull out the calculator and right then and there, this is how much. Because why the hell? I don't understand why people think that whole splitting the bill shit.
Bro, I just saw a post about this like yesterday or a couple of days ago, and it literally said, "Oh, if you can't split the bill, then just don't come out." And it's like, bro, I didn't even. You ordered all this food.
Now, if we came out and there's an occasion, because I do have a couple girlfriends that we are very much those type, and we're all gonna like, she's gonna order a steak, I'll order lobster, because this is the restaurant that we're at, and we might share all of the sides because they're large family sides, and then we bought 3 bottles. We just split the whole check because really it even kind of
But that's
out
a
at the end of the day.
vibe, though.
But yes, and that is the fact. But like just to be the expectation, or it's your birthday.
Yeah.
No, you invited me here.
For sure.
You
sure.
invited me
For sure.
here.
We could bump back there. I'm gonna go ahead and slide
You
my
hear what
little
I'm saying?
bill.
Yeah,
we
that's
can
all
talk
I
about
got.
it outside. Yeah.
This is
for
what
sure.
I got.
Yeah.
You want to see me? My shoes is already off. Catch me
Hey.
outside.
We got
Because
much to talk
I
about.
don't feel embarrassed in doing that.
Not at all.
No,
Not at all.
Split that bill.
Yeah,
Ain't much
y'all
to
can do
talk
whatever y'all want to, but here go my contribution.
Right.
Yeah.
And what I came with. You know what I'm saying?
We
But
at
like she
Outback
said,
and
you
I'm
know,
splitting the bill.
Yeah.
It can be
splitting no
McDonald's.
bill.
We splitting the bill. Because I didn't eat a large fry and a Big Mac. I had nuggets. I'm just saying.
Look like you had a big night though.
You see what I'm talking about here? The disrespect. I came here today in peace.
You did. My bad.
How do you handle this situation here?
I'm paying for what I ordered. I'm looking at the menu. I'm looking at the prices.
sure.
That price that's right next to what I ordered. That's what I'm paying for.
I assume
I ain't getting no drink 'cause I'm getting water with lemon. So
this man.
If that's what y'all on in the first place, I might even just have to tell the waiter, hey.
how about I say?
So they've already made a decision that they're going to split theirs up.
Yeah.
That means that there's an extra check open. Go ahead and just put mine on there.
sure,
We're just going to
for
start
sure.
like that.
I slide you a little something.
Start like that. You hear me?
Make sure we straight.
The tip
Yeah.
going to be wealthy.
Yeah.
Healthy.
Just make sure I'm straight.
So I
You
only
feel
got
me?
a salad.
That's it. That's what I'm paying for.
Okay.
I think we're in agreement with that one, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the next one once again. Dear podcast crew, my parents' opinion does hold weight to me. So if I'm going to take you serious, you have to meet my parents. My parents' opinion probably matters 70% to me. So if a man does not meet those requirements of my parents, they're done. Am I wrong for this? Sincerely, the standard.
I never knew my father. So, hey,
So parents aren't a big.
it's not, no. And that would mean I would have
How
to
about I say?
honestly honor my mother's decisions in life.
You have
Right.
She ain't
That
honest.
was- that was
She ain't
the-
honest.
I was about to say
Yeah,
yeah.
she ain't give
Okay,
up.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, my mother was a very religious woman. So
These shorts, you Rob came in these shorts, you gonna be upset.
Man.
Send her back to where she came from.
her opinion would matter a scooch, right?
A scooch.
It's
Not
just a-
70.
not 70. Hell no.
30.
70, not even 70, probably
40.
like 10%.
Maybe,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, at 10%, I don't even
tricky
feel
though.
like we should even bring it up. That's
tricky
like
though.
tax.
I mean,
That's like she was like, and then we
Yeah.
let it go. Like, I don't know. 10% feels like unimportant. Like I care about 10% about
Right.
what my mom thinks too. I might even jump it up to 20. You know, I might even
25,
give her. I
25.
might even give her. A little
25.
25. I feel like that 5 pushed it.
yeah,
Over the
yeah,
edge for me.
Yeah, I feel like in
It's on the edge.
relationships too. Yeah, that opinion of like that person you care about, as far as like a parent, friend, or whatever. It's okay to have. But at the end of the day, I still got to make my own decisions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You still got to be one with yourself,
Right.
and you still got to deal with this person, not them.
Right.
We just
You
got a
feel me?
facts.
Right.
We
Yeah,
just got
yeah.
a facts.
Right.
It depends on what the opinion is, because some people
Yeah.
be missing stuff.
A lot
Right.
of stuff.
And the
Okay.
other people
I hear
see
you with
things.
that.
So there
Yeah.
is, I think, a space inside of that. But again, I think that creates a wise person. Like I said, my mom might not be that person. I think having grandparents or something
But that's why I
like
said,
that.
like,
Yeah.
Because don't
Yeah,
get me
yeah.
wrong, I love my mama.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
She not sleeping with the
I
person.
gotta-
Yeah.
I
It's
gotta
this
do that.
on
You
your
feel me?
your
I gotta
heart.
do that.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, once again, I 100% agree. You know, Mama Dukes, you know, out there, I love you. But listen, your opinion doesn't matter to me. That 10% do. I just have to be honest with my mama. You know, you feel me?
Direct. I feel like when she watches this, she's gonna feel like you look dead in her eyes.
And pierce right into her soul.
Because
hey,
you
mama,
don't matter.
fuck you.
Mom, we're not, listen, how to say this appropriate? I'm not sleeping with you. I'm sleeping with that person.
That's
you
true.
feel me?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I don't feel as though you telling me
The
that.
argument could be that for 13 years of your life with your pissy sheet, bedwetting ass, 13 years that you slept in her bed.
She was supposed to do that because she had me.
For all 13 of the years while you peed on her?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a long time.
When she brought me in this
Very long
world,
time.
right, it was her responsibility to make sure that I came out okay.
Okay, so
Not if you was in the bed pissing for 13 years.
That means there's some type of parenting
we
issue there.
finna live and learn
That wasn't no
today.
parenting issue.
The first piss.
That was
a you issue.
That was a
Yeah,
parenting
that was a you
issue.
issue.
So her method
Nah, we
wasn't
ain't doing
appropriate.
that.
That was a
She'd
you
be
issue.
saying,
I
pray
love
about
you.
it. Pray about it. Take me to therapy or something. You know, give me some help.
Take your ass to the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah, for
That was
sure.
you.
I got real close to the mic just now. That probably sound like a chipmunk.
That's crazy.
Okay, next one, you guys. Dear podcast crew, I was working on a project with one of my friends, and out of nowhere, they ghosted me, left me high and dry, and left me to figure out everything like the equipment, production. But this person still wants to remain a friend in my life. What should I do? Sincerely, friend or foe? I have a great example for this one.
Oh, you have a story.
I have a story to tell.
Oh, story.
So everybody else should go first because yours gonna sound like
That's
it's
gonna be long and drawn out.
No, it's gonna be. I'm gonna make it really quick. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
Make it
Okay.
really quick.
he's about to get hungry.
Yeah, I go first. I feel like you should treat them accordingly.
Okay.
I feel like if you know that they're gonna leave you high and dry, I feel like you should handle them accordingly. You don't necessarily have to stop being friends with them, or you should associate. You know what I mean? Passing by, just you know what I'm saying, quick little what's happening, see you in the party. Ain't no hate in your blood. You just can't count on them no more. You feel what I'm saying? So adjust yourself.
I don't know if that one time is going to necessarily be the time. Do I understand that money could be involved and stuff? It didn't seem as though you were so hurt on money because money would have got brought up, I think. But I would like to say that you now know that this person you can't do business with. If they've never given you any reason as a friend that to not trust them or to feel like they're not reliable, then maybe they're just not really a good business partner. And that's a thing because some people have really high hopes and they're just not proactive or responsible or dedicated, or they're just a lot of those things. So you also sometimes got to take accountability in the idea that like maybe you chose a shitty business partner, boo.
That's also true. Accountability.
What's your
So
story?
so you have 10 years of experience in this. Have you ever ran into something like this?
Not so much, I think, just because I naturally have kind of trust issues in the first place. But there are, of course, things that fall through, people that say they're going to do things. And, of course, you're disappointed. But I sit in a business space, so a lot of the people weren't my friends in the first place. And it requires a different way to move in business. So if somebody comes back to me in a different way, now I know we can operate the way we were. There's a contract, you paid a deposit. If you cancel, you still owe me the full amount. Like everything's written inside of a contract. And so you're aware, I will take you to court. So you know, I
Been
just,
paid now.
I said you need that though. You ain't got
Got
to.
the money on, yeah. for
Got
sure.
to.
yeah, I don't like that idea. Like, please.
Stop playing on your
We'll
time.
be on Judge Mathis, whatever.
All of them. Whichever one you need.
Anyone I can find. I'm writing an email. I'll make it a fashion show. Just bring me on.
I would agree with what you both are saying here. I think it's also recognizing in the beginning that this person may not be no good. You know, when we started the podcast, Kay, used to be 3 of us.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And 2 of us are here right now.
The
So
pettiness.
listen, there may be a story somewhere
America.
mixed in where, you know, listen,
You got one to tell us?
I'm telling it right now.
Oh, go
okay.
ahead. What's up?
My boy KP, he had went to Atlanta to start, you know, to
did.
revisit his family
Yes,
and
I did.
go
Yes, I
back to
did.
his roots. So I was left with another person.
Yeah, yes, you were. Yes, you were.
And, you know, in the midst of me, you know, doing the production stuff, you know, one day it just was like, ghost.
Poof.
Boom, boom,
Who's
pow.
gone?
Yeah.
I had to figure, if it wasn't for YouTube and KP, I would have no idea how to work that equipment. But you know what you got to do? You got to move.
Yeah, you gotta pivot.
Gotta
You gotta
maneuver.
pivot.
Because if it wasn't for that
You
pivot,
gotta
I wouldn't be
maneuver.
right
You
here
gotta
right now.
maneuver.
You gotta pivot.
Amen?
Man. You gotta pivot.
Amen.
When he do it,
Ain't
So
it
yeah,
done?
to
Ain't it
that,
done?
I was gonna cuss.
Don't
You know
do
what?
it.
you
No,
don't need
Don't do
to.
it.
Let's
You get
pivot.
right.
You don't
You
need
get
that.
right.
Let's pivot. Let's
On to the
pivot.
next. On
Yep.
to the next. On
Because
to
I
the
was gonna
next.
use the F-N. I don't want to do that because this is a family show.
That's,
Is it?
That's
Is it?
Jeez.
Is it?
If
You know,
I'm
the
here,
family that doesn't stay up that late at night.
Mm.
Kids are tucked in the bed.
Jeez.
Grown
sure.
folks family.
We
That's
grown.
him.
Right. Q, do you have anything to add to this, my boy?
I killed it all.
For sure.
So yeah,
I ain't
once
got no
again,
personal
get those
experience
people
like
out your that whole part of remaining friends with that person. I don't know about that part.
I mean,
Once you do me,
depends. I think it depends.
once you do me dirty with something I have
in
worked.
such situation.
When
Yeah.
somebody has done me dirty on something I've worked extremely hard on,
sure.
it's like I take it personal because
Yeah,
I
as you
build
should,
this
though.
up,
Yeah, as you should.
and you playing on my time. So
Yeah,
it's like
as
I
you
take it as a
should.
personal
Yeah,
shot
yeah.
now at that point.
I can feel that. I don't know if you wanted to be in the same type of relationship, but to like you
That's
said,
why
like it's a
yeah,
cordial.
associate. You know what I mean? You gotta
associate.
adjust because at that point you gotta be
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. I know not to go in this space with you
Right.
anymore because necessarily you may need them in a different space. They may be able you may be able to count on them over here, but in this
or for
space
one
right here,
of things, or for
You know what I
certain,
mean?
you know what I'm saying. So it's
Yeah.
not to say like you need anything, but it made you learn a new skill.
yeah, you know.
I give you that. And
Lessons,
let me
you
say
know?
this: KP told me to stop fucking with that nigga a long time ago. But listen, I ain't listening.
Well, then that sounds like a
Look,
very
I
much
wasn't gonna go there. Like I said, he trying to be petty.
I'm
I
just
wasn't
telling
gonna
my
do it.
story. This is
Yeah.
the
Hey,
place
let
to
it out.
tell it. You
Yeah.
feel me?
If you got a vent, go ahead and
feel
vent. Let it out.
Okay. I got that off my chest. I feel better now. Dear podcast crew, I got me a new girlfriend, but also I'm a male prostitute.
Oh,
And she wants me to get out the game. But it brings me a lot of financial gain. And I have a long list of clientele. What should I do? Sincerely, the game.
I'm gonna go first. Baby, how you want these bitches? Listen, you knew what it was before you came over here, baby.
Okay.
And now you trying to change me. Mm-hmm. You feel me? See, this was wrong.
Tell
This
me
was wrong.
wrong.
Listen here, baby.
Go ahead.
You want to keep living this lifestyle. You gonna keep wanting all these nice things.
I know that's right.
This meat got to keep on slanging it, baby.
Wait a
You feel what I'm saying,
minute,
baby? It gotta be done. It got to be the bit.
It's
Listen,
not a family show.
I gotta do
At all.
what I
one
gotta
point
do
you was.
for me and you. You feel me?
Because you
Listen.
gonna echo that sentiment, right?
He is, and he know he is.
What you thought?
I knew.
You thought I was gonna disagree with the slang? Let me say something, cuz.
Tell him, talk
When it
to him,
comes
cuz.
down to the money
Talk,
and these high ass bills
Well,
in these Tampa streets,
You better keep. What?
we either gonna be homeless or rich. Ain't no in between. So if I gotta do what I gotta do to feed the nation
Talk to him.
and provide good quality
Talk
to the
to
people
him.
out in the world,
Feed the nation.
The nation. You heard what the man
Like a
said. This shit is worldwide,
small
baby.
section of the city.
Nah.
you ain't no good.
Now tell him.
For real. I'm out here doing I don't want to say Lord's work.
Yeah,
please
I'm not
don't,
even finna
please
do that.
don't,
I'm
please
doing
don't.
somebody's work.
Yeah, it ain't
This,
the
and
Lord's.
it's getting done.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
Lord's.
assisting the
The
government.
checks is cash.
Lucifer's work.
People
The
out
food
here
is on the
lonely,
table,
they
baby.
need that benefit.
They do.
NOVCANE? Shit.
Okay.
Talk.
I don't even think I wound up in that situation. So I don't know. I don't even know how to respond. If you ain't gonna stop, leave the lady alone.
No,
Leave the
she
lady
need to
alone.
leave him
She
alone.
came to me
Yeah.
wanting this. She probably was one of my clients, want to turn
Because I was gonna say how they met.
Yeah, see, son ain't
How they
right.
met.
I feel like
As-
he might have gave her an inkling that he might stop. Because why would you even wind up in you said new girlfriend,
That's true.
and then on top of that, new girlfriend comment, and she wants me to stop.
Wants
No,
me.
I feel like when you told her before y'all started dating, you was like, yeah, baby, I'm gonna do that, and she was like, okay, well then we could be together. And now he just like, well, dang, no.
Because what he did, let me tell you what happened. What he did
Go ahead,
was he
preach.
slowed down, right?
You know what I'm
he cut
saying?
off a few
You know what I'm
clients.
saying?
Cut off
And when
a
that
few.
check came
He
up
only
short,
got the out of town clients now.
but when that check came up short, that's when he came
Yeah,
back to his sense.
He had to add back up.
See, we come,
I don't-
it all come back to the money.
That's a lot. That's
Yeah.
scary. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's treacherous. Because
That's
that
scary.
man can never work in the call center again after seeing that type of money.
That's tiresome.
Come on now.
But also, I want
At this point, we need to get his direct contact. 'Cause
Yeah.
I need to know how
We
much
need to see
he's
invoices.
getting. Yeah,
So
I
we
want to
could-
know how much
Checks
they
and
get
balances,
paid
pros and cons.
for selling.
And then we can help you
Peter
out, baby. Listen.
Swaggers.
But yeah, I feel like, ma'am, you wrong. I mean, this is your fault. You
I
decided
agree.
to get with the man.
That's true.
Knowing his
you knew what
past.
it was, yeah. His present. She wants him to stop.
Right.
Presently, this who he is.
Once again, look at the camera. Ma'am, you the problem.
Cut it out. Leave that man alone.
Yeah.
The hell
And go
alone.
find you somebody good now.
Yeah.
That's good for you, baby.
Yeah,
It's
we got
okay.
people out here.
Plenty
you
of
know.
fish in
I
the
know a
sea,
couple
baby.
people,
You're
you
an
know.
angel.
Get you
You're
a rod.
sweet little angel that's
throw it out
trying to help a poor, unfortunate soul.
And he gone.
I see you.
And that's the issue.
He
She
long
thinks she
gone.
can fix somebody that don't need to be fixed.
I didn't say that.
Okay, let me shut my hands up.
Yeah, shut your ass up.
I didn't say that because clearly,
Just don't be throwing stuff out there.
I
now.
think once you start hunching that much and you decide to settle down,
Yeah, that's true.
then you was also looking to settle the heck down too, sir.
That's true. So it's I gotta hear both sides because I gotta hear his
That's
side
what I'm
too.
saying.
You feel
I
me?
need a more direct line. So we're not gonna say you the problem.
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, yeah.
I
Tell
don't
him to
know.
write a- we need his side.
more
We need
information.
his
Write
side.
us
We need
another
a
letter.
lot. We need a lot more.
Based off of the information you submitted to this show,
We need a lot more.
I think I have come to the judgment that you wrong.
Yeah, leave him alone.
Now, once again, I got a couple people in the background that can help. You know, Q, he's a good single man. I think my boy Travis is back there. He's a good man. Listen, we can find you somebody here to get ready for a podcast. You know what? We need to do a dating show.
Just
I'm the host of it. I can
Obviously.
find you an eligible bachelor or somebody that's in a relationship. You know,
Listen.
I know what you like out there. But I can definitely get you where you need to go. What, I'm wrong for that?
I ain't
She
saying you
better off
wrong.
staying where she at. Then.
Yeah,
I'm about to
so,
say, if that's
yeah,
the case.
yeah, I was finna
if
say,
that's
if
the
you-
case, if that's the case, like just let her stay where she
Listen,
at.
baby, don't listen to him. Don't
Just stay
let
where
him.
you
Don't
at.
I'm
let
gonna
him
have
do
your
that.
ass in Tokyo on the goddamn plane eating fish. You feel me?
See.
I'm just be honest with you.
All right.
Let's go to the next one. I don't went too far.
Yeah, too far.
Yep.
Too far, brother, man.
Dear podcast crew, my boss caught me printing off a new resume for another job. What is a good excuse for this? Sincerely, new resume. Ain't no good excuse.
I started a side business where I teach people how to build their resume. So it's simply just an example of resumes.
You see how professional
Yeah.
that is? See, I was going to tell them kiss my ass, but that's my feeling on that, right?
That was. Hold on. Whoa. You off the top like that, straight like that,
She's
Whoa.
a professional.
I would
Yeah.
say, yeah, that was a
and you would have looked him straight in his eyes.
Straight in the
and said
eyes.
that.
You
use
know,
that one
eyes.
next time.
Just-
The thing about there's always a way around things because I've gotten caught doing plenty of things.
that sound about right.
Listen,
Sound
yeah,
about right.
I can't argue with.
you know,
Can't argue with that.
so
Once again, like I said, I believe you should look the boss square in his face or her face and let them know that this job is not paying me enough. So because you're not paying me enough, I've decided to seek other employment. And I'm going to print this off on your machine. what
and then
gonna do
you
about
don't
it?
get the next job, and then they fire you from that job, and then you don't get any unemployment, and you don't have a new job,
That's
and
when
now
I-
you have to sell ding-a-ling again.
Yes,
because
that's when I go back and
that's
see-
why
you see
your
how
new
she wrapped
girlfriend
it
has a problem,
Right.
Because you lost your
I don't know.
job.
I don't know how we got back there.
Because you was printing resumes off, and now you got to sell.
I don't know how.
I knew that there was
Don't know
the
how.
rest of the information was going to
It
be in
all
another
came
letter.
together
I
in that
figured.
way.
I figured we was going to get it. There was going to be a
Double
link.
back is wild.
I was not expecting that. But
How do you feel about that? If your boss caught you doing that, Q, do you have anything you would say, or would you just be silent?
my boss did catch me doing that one time.
And how did you handle
Yeah,
that?
please.
I just laughed and grabbed the papers out the printer. Like, I was leaving the job regardless if he saw me or not.
Okay.
So
Okay. So
I
this,
ain't had no printer at home either. So like,
this was down here by the bayous.
this was down here in Florida. Off of
He talking
Falkenberg.
about-
Same shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, really, in Florida, you should do stuff like that. Because
I'm like, what
Florida
else
doesn't
you
care
want
about
me to
you
say?
either.
Yeah, you
They don't
gotta
care
have,
about
you
you.
got to have the balls down
Yeah,
there.
you
'Cause
really have
if you
to.
don't, then
You do.
Like,
So all my
They
9
don't
to 5
care.
people, please use y'all PTO on your sick time.
All
these,
of it.
These companies do not care about
Absolutely.
y'all at all.
they
Use
don't
it.
care.
please.
Use it.
Next one, you guys. Dear podcast, I have a really poor relationship with my father growing up. He has not been there. He did not help my mother at all financially. He was basically a ghost. Now that I'm 30 years old, he wants to build a relationship with me. I don't know him. What should I do? Sincerely, Lost Cause.
I'd probably say seek some therapy. I don't know if we're qualified to answer that question, honestly, truly.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a little layered.
I have been in the game for 5 years, and I got my degree from the streets of Tampa with this circumstances.
This is the worst place
let's
to
see,
get a
yeah,
degree.
right. Let's hear what he has
Tampa,
to say.
Florida University.
Matter of fact, Tampa Public Schools. Let's see what you have produced here.
Yes.
I produced too much.
Ma'am, fuck him. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
He ain't shit. He ain't never been shit. He was not shit in the beginning. He ain't gonna be shit at the end, man. That man done missed probably riding a bicycle.
What if God sent him to
See,
her
yeah.
for a new relationship and he feels bad about the past and he would like to rebuild?
in my opinion, from experience, right?
I mean,
You don't know all fathers.
Hear him out. Hear him out. Because I want to go next. Hear him out. Hear him out.
right.
From my
Let's hear him out.
experience, I don't have to receive that if I don't want to.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
There's a big 30 years old. You've missed a big chunk of my life. Even you use myself as an example. I'm 32 years old, right? I've never met my father in a day in my life. If that man found me and said that I want to build a relationship with you, I don't think I will be receptive to that.
Okay.
He ain't got to be my daddy. What, you want to be friends, buddy? You said a relationship, but I'm just trying to figure out why I would not try to understand at least a little bit the backstory. That's my part. It's just like, why would I not now at this big age, if you're coming into this place and you probably have found some sort of healing, maybe some sort of, I don't know, resolution. I don't know why you're here, but maybe if I'm healed enough to respond properly, you know, then why would I not want to hear why you weren't there? If I can ask the questions, why would you sit around wondering why somebody was not there if you can ask and they can answer?
Listen.
Well on that.
You want to...
No.
Well on that. Makes sense.
I agree with Nova, bro. I feel like at our big age, you have to give people time to change, which he may. I mean, you don't have to. But ultimately, you don't. You also don't want to miss out on, like she said, you don't know why he's here. You don't. But if you obviously you don't want to be curious enough to figure out what's going on. But at some point, you have to be like, okay, well, let me hear him out. What was he going through? So much that he couldn't be in my life. And maybe the motherfucker was strung out, or maybe that motherfucker just didn't give a fuck. Maybe, just maybe, or maybe you never know. Maybe your mama was a bad person and was like, man, fuck that. You would never see your kid again. Maybe that happened.
You never know.
You never know until you step into that realm of like, okay, let me not set any expectations or any high expectations on this so that way I won't be let down. Because yes, I'm 30 now. Who the fuck are you? What can you tell me?
Damn sure can't be my daddy.
Right. You're a complete stranger. Like, come on now. I hope you're not trying to make a Disney movie out of this.
Like this, I'm not running into your arms. Like I said, like there is a place inside of I think building and trying to figure out people. Because like even the relationship I have with my mom, like it's a whole different relationship I had with her when I was a kid than where we are now. Because I'm her friend now and I get to see her in a different light. Me at the age I am, knowing she had 2 children at this age, knowing the space she was in, knowing just like what her life looked like, to be able to look back on it and see where I am right now. It's like 2 kids right now would be nuts. Nuts.
That's true.
And I have 0 children. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, whoa.
Yeah,
and she was like, well into being a mother at that point.
Yeah.
So like for me, like you get to look at things differently. And I think when you decide that like you can't change, you won't change, then you can't see the change in anybody else. So I think there's just a space inside the reflection. It's a lot of healing for yourself. When you close those doors, then you're stopping yourself from being able to like,
Also, too, as a person who doesn't have a father anymore, I feel like because I don't have that person to ask those questions, regardless if it's life or just being a man, he's not there to do that. So being that man walked back into your life, I mean, as a man, I would accept that and be able to ask him those questions about, hey, man, how did you feel about this? Because his mistakes can lead to your, the fruitation of your future. You never know. You feel me?
Interesting.
Did you receive any of that?
Nah, he didn't.
Yes,
I
completely.
You can tell by the way he
Listen,
all of it
you
made
can
sense.
you can
Wait,
receive.
he hit the deep voice.
You can,
guys.
you can
I think
All of it made sense.
I can receive that, but I can still disagree with that.
that's true.
I mean, you
That's
can,
true.
but
That's true.
I think that's for everybody. And I think some people have gone through so much pain and hurt that they're not going to be able to release it. Like I said, like even if it wasn't your direct hurt, it might have been trauma to somebody else, and I just I witnessed it or I heard about it. Of course, that's a whole different situation. Knowing who somebody is and what their backstory is, that also has a lot to do with stuff. Like I can't say if I meet my dad and like he went off on like he's a child rapist or something like that. No, I don't know that man. I never met him in my life. Take his blood out my system. I don't want it.
Alt control
like,
delete
you know what I'm
that.
saying? You feel me? Take me into whatever AI is changing DNA. Change mine now.
Yeah.
oh my God.
Now.
That boy's removed.
You know, I don't want any attachments. Pretend I didn't do this ancestry thing. Take it away.
For sure, yeah.
So, I do understand the lines inside of it, but like that question didn't feel, we didn't get a lot of backstory. So I think when we just think about
Just
the idea of
ultimately,
healing, then there's that. But if it's fuck him, it's fuck him.
Yeah. If it's up, it's up. You know what I'm saying?
I received that in the name of somebody.
Yeah.
Dear podcast, I just want to be honest with you guys. I have an attraction to my best friend's significant other. And honestly, I want to sleep with this person. What should I do?
Whoever you just sent the message for, what's up?
Sincerely, we can share.
No, we can't. No, we can't.
We can't share.
We're not sharing
Squabble,
nothing. Because I feel like you was talking to me. I feel like you was talking to me.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing I ever heard in my life. And they need to, that's sick. You're sick. That's sick. Go to jail. You a hoe.
Whoa, okay.
And your mama too, probably.
Cause you learned it from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, sure learned it from somewhere. This is something that's genetic.
Yeah, that's deep.
Unless they into poly, and then I take it all back, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I we ain't gotta fight or nothing like that. But if that's not what they into, I bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Listen, this is a weird flex.
Yeah, that's kind. I feel like that's rooted in jealousy too.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
oh, go find your own man. Don't even hang out with us.
you know what I mean? That's
all
kind
the damn
of
fishes out there in the sea.
that
And
one.
you want your best friends
That one.
fish?
Nah.
Man, you have lost your mind.
Yeah, nah. Once my man's put his hands on it, that's germs. You feel what I'm saying? That's like, that's.
But her mind, she think like, oh, I want that.
Oh yeah, I need that.
I need that.
But I say it's jealousy. Also,
It may
too,
be- yeah, it may be
some
jealousy.
people brag on their spouses and their partners so well.
Yeah.
To certain people that don't have, they be like, God damn, I need some of that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, maybe that person is
A lot
doing
of
too
y'all hoes
good
out
of a
there
damn
wicked.
Yeah.
What's the word for men too? Because they okay.
Yeah, they hoes
Stop
too.
saying that.
Yeah,
That's
they
across the
hoes.
board.
Yeah,
A
that's-
lot of y'all hoes out there
That is,
wicked.
what
that's
is it?
unisex.
Gender neutral.
Yeah.
That's a unisex.
It's
Yeah.
And
gender
weird
neutral.
and psychotic. This
Yeah,
is,
that is
I
kind
couldn't
of
believe a
Yeah.
best friend would do
That's
something like
nasty.
that. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's
nasty.
really sick.
Yeah, you need some healing at this podcast. We don't got the time or the equipment.
Yeah.
Y'all people
Yeah.
should- you
Like
should've
all
told
my
them about that
friends
shit
to
out
know you
loud.
would never have to worry about me in that way.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't even want to. Like, I literally ride my friends. Like, I like talk junk about my friend's boyfriend. Like, I called my cousin's boyfriend ugly earlier. Literally, he needs a haircut. He's like an uglier version of Country Wayne.
Oh wow.
I just want him to never feel like I'm boasting him up too much. But the craziest part about it is he's not an ugly guy. He's
Right.
quite attractive. That's not for me
That's
to
not
say.
your. That's not your. Yeah.
It's not me, so I need
You're
you to
right.
feel like I
Yeah.
think you're ugly as shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah.
Sounds painful, but you're right.
You understand what I'm saying?
100%,
It's, the
yeah,
it's for
100%.
comfortability of everybody.
100%.
It's for
Yeah, yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
comfortability.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
For sure.
Still
I would
Agree.
You hear what I'm saying?
a little,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so once again, I think that therapy is needed for you. Matter of fact, take your whole family and the family dog as well, because something ain't right.
Fish
It's a
too.
lot of things ain't right. Should have kept that to herself.
Yeah, she should have definitely kept that in her mind,
to
or
herself.
spoke to God or somebody and be like,
Yeah.
no,
Therapy.
these-
There's nobody
Something you
I
gotta put on
recommend
Reddit,
therapy.
you know, something.
I do recommend therapy. 'Cause
Recommend
you
the
need
corner.
some help.
yeah, like some deep diving therapy. Not no one session type of shit,
Yeah,
30
yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
I'm talking about 2 hours. You need to be in that room. Lock the fucking door.
Recommend her stand in the corner for a little bit.
Something.
One of those places that let you lay down. I think you might need some of that
Yes.
psychotherapy.
In a
the
straight
ones-
jacket
with
too.
the
Just
ones that
because
got
I
your
don't
arms like
trust
this,
him at this
so you-
point. Yeah, at this point, I don't trust
You got to shake loose.
you. In no
of them?
circumstances. Okay.
I don't know.
Dear podcast crew, my fiance has a son from his first marriage, but he doesn't take care of him. I keep urging him to visit his son to spend time with him and play. But all I get is excuses. He's been consistently asking me for a child, but I'm afraid that he would do the same to me. He pays child support, though, to his ex-wife, but that's it. He claims he's too tired. But is that really a valid excuse? Do you think this is a major red flag? Sincerely, red flag or nah? Baby.
I'm gonna go last.
God
I got a lot
literally-
to say about this. I'm gonna go last.
Okay. Literally,
Let everybody
somebody is sending you not just a flag. I'm talking about an SOS, burning SOS in flames, letting you know that this person is no good.
don't
I
pass
always
go.
say this, and I have definitely a lot of male friends, right? If you have children and you do not treat those children right, you are no friend of mine. Because ain't no sorry ass Nick.
Yeah, a fact. My bad. I've already let him fly a lot. Sorry.
Then couldn't poop. Yeah, you know, there we go.
Sorry, I had to just catch myself a little
So
bit.
Yeah,
bring it
that's
back.
fine.
Bring it back.
Okay, what do you think about this? The faces, bro.
We see what you think.
Yeah, just what you said. I don't like bad parents at all. Like, we can't be friends. I would hate to be the reason why you don't have your kids, because I'm not gonna watch you miss your kid.
At all.
That's horrible. And I couldn't be with somebody who doesn't care about their kids.
sure,
So that
for
right
sure.
there, sis, I think you should probably leave, and not
sure.
having a kid by him is the smartest thing you
sure.
could possibly ever do. Because it could be you. Now, could there be a situation on the other side of that? Absolutely. But the idea that there's no effort is crazy. No emotions towards it. Like, at least, like, if he's not crying like Tyrese, my Shayla, then, like, I just don't feel like he loves his kid. And that's really, like, I don't know. And maybe he just has them to, like, tie the women to him.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't like it. What's your tea? You said you have a lot to
weird.
say.
Some weird shit.
I'm gonna scoot up.
Oh, yeah.
Look
These
at
are
me,
big words now. Go
America.
ahead.
America.
Look at me. When I say this, I mean this with all my heart. Bitch ass nigga.
oh,
that shit is treason.
Oh.
Punishable by death, my boy.
I don't know how to edit that.
As an active father, and somebody who's there every day, somebody that didn't grow up without a father, you gonna purposely not be there? Off with his head, broski. You feel me?
That is a metaphor. He doesn't mean really. I got no money for this. Listen, we don't mean that really. Okay,
Guillotine.
this is like a fake. He just
Treason.
said- that's like words.
He just, like, he actually...
Treason. It is
Never mind.
treason, my boy, to not take care of your seed. Your seed did not ask to be here. You feel what I'm saying? You have to be there. I am an advocate for proud fathers, for active fathers, because this man out here that can't see their kids literally, and you are willingly just not caring. Then you trying to create another one.
Yeah, that's
and then
crazy.
trying to act like this one don't exist.
The creation of another
Treason.
kid when there's one on the earth
The
that literally,
audacity
and then to
that
almost,
you don't take care of.
and then you're like gonna just create this reason for kids to hate one another. Like,
come
you
on,
just
like,
can't
this
enable them for
divide.
no reason. Like, no reason. For
I feel
what?
like, young lady, walk away. Like you said, you already
Walk
know.
away. I'm talking about
Run.
sprint. Run.
You saying.
Tell him you're gonna go to the grocery store and never come back.
Go get some milk. Look, how
he
about you tell them
definitely
this?
deserves a little bit of hurt.
How about
so
you tell
should-
them this? Leave and then be like, I'll be where your son at, or I'll be where your kid at. So that way, maybe he'll go see his kid then.
That was a good one.
That was
Highly
actually a
doubt it.
really good one.
I highly doubt
That
it,
was
bro.
really good. That was great.
Now I want to take of the down at the Bayou, y'all operate a little bit differently. How do you guys handle circumstances? Like, just explain.
Right. You had to look at it. You had to look at the camera.
That's-
It's okay.
Yeah,
I
calm
know.
yourself. Sit in
Calm
yourself. It's
I
okay.
ain't do it, but just calm
It's
yourself.
okay, Q. Come on. Yeah.
Okay, clear your throat.
Man, well, you threw me off track, dog. What was
I'm sorry. The question was, we were talking about fathers not being in their children's life and liking it. Weirdo.
I don't like that weird shit. I mean, I don't, cause like I've dealt with shit like that before, like not like directly, just like seeing it from like being in a relationship with somebody, like like you mad, cause like I'm pretty much helping take care of your kid, but like
But you ain't doing
you
it.
barely doing shit.
Come on,
It's
right.
like, I'm like,
Come on now.
what's the beef with me?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
like, I'm trying to help
I'm
you
doing
out.
what you ain't
Like,
doing. Looking out for your
Yeah, we're
kid.
not enemies,
Right.
buddy.
Yes. Once again, ma'am, we want you to
Get up out of there.
go ghost, run, sprint.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Backpedal,
Just like
you
that.
know.
Just like that.
Hopscotch.
Dear podcast crew, my wife wants me to pay 100% of the bills because she feels as though that's what a man should do. And she should be able to work and keep her money to herself. What do you guys think? And what do you guys think I should do? Sincerely, mine is hers and hers is hers.
That was a good closing out.
Wasn't it?
Listen, baby. We got to come to the table and have an understanding.
About something.
And if this one part of the understanding before the agreement of this holy matrimony, baby, we got a problem. Now, as a provider myself, I totally understand. You know, I do take the bulk of the responsibility, but in the event that I am falling short or, you know, whatever the situation may be, if I can't cover it all, I need you. You know what I'm saying? To come in and do whatever it is you got to do. Because I'm going to take care of you regardless of the situation because that is my job to protect and provide.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have us a nice little time. You feel me? At all times. But if I need you, I need you. And it sound like he needs you. You got to come through. Because, you know, your house going to be divided.
If they're splitting bills 50-50, do you think that in that situation that he's still the head of the household?
Yeah. If that man is protecting and providing,
If
he's
she's
giving her
still, if she's still paying half the bills?
if he's not rich enough to take care of all the bills, then yeah, if that's
So that
their
still makes him the head
situation.
of the household, though, if they're going 50-50
So
on
if
the
they
bills?
go out and a man is about to attack her, who's she gonna look to? If something falls short and she got to call somebody if something goes wrong, who's she gonna call? If that's that man, but then by all means,
That's
yes.
what I'm asking.
But that,
Do you think if they split 50-50 on the bills, that he's still the head of the household?
Yes.
And why is that?
Because if that's their agreement and their relationship, that's what she agreed to. Yeah, right or wrong? Right, because obviously this didn't just happen and didn't just start.
I mean, I think it's a lot for some men to be like, I want you to pay half the bills. Most of the responsibility of the raising the child or the children falls on the woman, and then I got to still listen to everything you say. You want to be the head of the household? Then man up and then take the majority or take care of the damn bills. So that's what my train of thought comes. I mean, if you want to be that position, then play that position.
yeah. I mean, but like, I feel like a man is still gonna be the head of the household regardless. Like,
So you think he's going to still be the leader even though he's asking his wife for half of the money for the bills?
Obviously, he can't do it all right now.
yeah.
Okay, so they should have equal. Both of them should be head of the household. Then they should both be leaders of the household. Then, right?
Well, that's a relationship. That's what it sounds like a relationship is. There's no how do you put it? There has to be cohesiveness, and there's roles. So that's just like a painter. A painter can't tell a chef how to cook, just like a chef can't tell a painter how to paint. There's roles, right? You know.
That was the best example.
It wasn't, but that's what came to my head. God damn. You know what? I said what I said, and I feel like how I feel. Nobody
saying,
said
I
that.
just
What's
feel
your,
as
how
though
you?
if you want to be a leader, then you need to be a leader.
I can't attach to that part because the head of household conversation, I feel like is like, it just feels like a term that we've attached to, I think, like the masculine energy that sits inside the house. And most times that was the breadwinner prior to. We're now talking about a whole different society now where the money is different. It was a different time. Houses were cheaper. People could work one job and the whole family could get taken care of and a woman could stay home. So we're just in a different dynamic. So a lot of the households are not going to be able to survive by a single person's income, especially when you add kids to the equation, especially if you're not dating a doctor, a lawyer, somebody with this
who has
high
it.
earning income. Now we are sitting inside this, of course, social media place. So you got these influencers, you got these different places that money are coming in, but that's not a common lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's not very common. So when we think about the regular person's like life, I think it could be selfish if she makes as much as you or even more than you for her to ask that. I think that that's selfish. Because it's, but why? Because now at this point, now I feel like you're being greedy. Because what do you mean keep all your money and now all mine is gone? Where does my savings go? Where does what's happening? No, that absolutely was not how it goes. So then at that point, then there should probably be a division of funds so everybody's able to save. If the importance is a personal account, then you should be able to, we should be piling a money account together and then we're able to save by ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think that there's just a sense inside of somebody being smart enough to have that conversation. But the internet is weird. It got people thinking that men are supposed to do this 100% situation, and some are able to do that. But I even watch some of the ones that are doing. I know a girl. She's my husband bought this. My husband bought this. She's a nurse that has her anesthesiology license, and he's a doctor. She makes good money.
Great money.
Good money. He makes better money, but together they probably don't have to want for anything. And I'm sure her money goes towards probably shopping. So all their designer clothes, or if they want furniture, if they're going and doing all these Instacart, probably doesn't shop in the store ever. So her money probably goes to groceries. And it might be not as much, but I think then finding that division and how it's gonna make sense for your family. But if somebody's saying 100%, that's selfish, especially if they make as much as you. Now, if somebody's sitting around broke and stuff, I don't know why you would have in the first place, but like, I think that again, there's a different, and if you're not that type of provider, you should have said that in the beginning. And if she just pulling out of her butt, then again, y'all probably should leave that there alone. As for the head of household, again, I don't know, because I'm the head of household.
I respect that. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm the head of household.
I respect that.
Well, listen, I was just asking the question. Don't mean I felt like that. I just wanted to, make sure I pull out, just ask you a little follow-up questions. Just maybe poke the better, get a little more responses out of that one. Dear podcast crew, I'm officially going to be marrying a girl I met 4 days ago. I'm 64 years old and she's 30. We're in love and want kids. Do you guys have any advice for me? Sincerely, it's never too late.
Boy, yes, it is.
You said wait.
Oh, God. My chest hurt.
You said wait.
60?
64 to be exact. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm a clap what you said. Oh, my God. I'm going, listen, baby.
This is supposed to be a family show.
What Sexy Red say? Pound town, baby. We gonna have us a good time. Baby's at 64.
Mm-hmm. Lost their damn mind.
She's 30. He's 64.
Mm-hmm. So she's 30.
Yeah, she ready.
Yeah, he's not even gonna be able to pick the kid up in 3 years, so that's crazy.
She finna get some worms.
Man.
You know what? Pack it up.
I'm bad.
It is time to, you know what? This was once a proper show.
Okay.
I see what, sir, I see what's really going on. You need to get your wheel together because she's just simply trying to get in that wheel, sir.
Yeah, for sure. She's trying to get in there either way.
Either way. Child support.
Yeah.
Alimonies and them.
Support,
right.
all. She want all.
She doing something.
Hold on. Let's say.
Hey, sis, had that baby though.
Yeah. See that?
Had a baby. Had your baby.
For all the right good
from his point of view. Make sure all your ducks in a row, brother, before you have this baby. Make sure she's really about you and all that good jazz. From the 30-year-old woman's perspective, let me say this. Make that money, baby. Get that money, baby. Because you try to secure a bag, obviously. You feel me? Live your life, sister girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Show him a good time while he's here.
You feel me?
But I would also like to ask, since 67 is kind of young-ish old. It's like young old.
Yeah.
So he might be around. He might be around for 20 years. So be prepared.
For sure.
For
longevity.
Prepared.
You might still have to deal with him.
To take care of him when he gets to that age.
Also true. You
5
gonna be
years from
taking care
now.
of two people.
Yeah.
Man got about
Oh, that's a lot
That's two
of diapers.
That's a grown man diaper.
That's a lot of
You know what I'm saying? That was gonna be different, baby.
Adult diapers and baby diapers.
Yeah.
But listen, once again, we support the bag.
Yeah, for sure. Support the bag.
Yeah, so my support the bag.
Yeah. Now listen, young man. Again, make sure your ducks in a
Young
row,
man, that
brother.
man old.
Hey,
Don't try to fluff him now. That man is
You just
old.
want to say OG.
That ain't no young
all right,
man.
OG. Make sure your ducks in a row. Make sure that she's the right one. Yeah, all that good jazz.
Sure, she's not the right one. Just literally have a good time. Enjoy yourself.
That's true. That's true.
Enjoy yourself.
Listen,
For sure.
But if you got the money to have a kid, you could probably buy 6 nannies. Go
also
ahead and do that.
if she locked them legs around your brother, your old ass in trouble.
Oh yeah, that's a wrap.
It's over with.
Because
Especially
Ben
if you
Gay
got
ain't
a
gonna be
bad
able to
hip.
Yeah,
but ain't no W340
her legs locked behind you, your knees weak.
Yeah.
And if she doing what she's supposed to do,
She got jello in the
hit
other
you with that
hand,
grip
just
on
ready
it.
for yeah.
She probably whispering sweet nothings in your ear. It's over.
Yeah.
It's done deal.
This
That
was a
baby is
Lifetime
made.
movie sometime in point in my life.
Yeah, that baby made, brother. So I just want to say
Thinking my
again, just,
stomach hurt a little bit when I
movies
think
like that.
about it. Actually,
yeah. Oh, you visual.
I can
Yeah.
see
Lifetime movie
old
like that.
wrinkly balls. Actually,
Right.
It's like in Big Daddy
Yeah.
when what's her name left.
I just old wrinkle balls. That's wild. That's why I was just finna say that.
Okay, y'all.
What was that? Yeah. If you wanted to move on to the next, you could have just said that. Yeah.
Y'all,
Yeah, we was having a moment.
What was that?
What turned into a seal or something, dude?
No, we're not doing
KP, don't come back on this show
That's crazy.
and disrespect me, okay?
I'm drinking
We're not
my
doing
water.
it.
Because we can edit this out. We can edit
Transcend Podcast Studio.
this whole room out. We all gonna be laughing in here, ain't we? Okay, let's rein in. Okay.
Let's get it together.
Yes. Dear podcast crew, I've been married for 2 years and I realized I don't believe in marriage after I got married. Do you guys have any advice for me? Sincerely, the M stands for blank. The M stands for what the hell?
The R stands for never mind.
I think a lot of y'all are out here getting married a little bit too young, in my opinion. I'm a person that believe in the notion that when you're when you're in your youth, you're supposed to be out here just doing it.
Living your life.
You know what I mean by doing it.
Slanging
Living your
and
best
banging.
life the safest way possible.
Yeah, wrap it
The
up.
safest way
I
possible.
like that. I like that, brother. I like that.
I do.
Safest
The
way
safest way
possible.
possible. But
Safest way.
I believe you guys don't give yourself enough time to
yeah.
mature,
Agreed.
to grow.
yeah.
Agreed.
Right. The version of you
Before
at-
surgery too. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. Go ahead.
She not lying. She not lying.
You don't even know how your body gonna look in 10 years. Chill out. All right, but yes, relationships are happening very fast. And the fact that you don't know if you're supposed to be married 2 years in, that sounds really crazy. And I feel bad for the other part of that party. Feel pretty bad for them. Because like I'm sure y'all had a whole wedding and everything.
Yeah.
It's really crazy.
I'll
But
say
people are jumping in.
sit down and have that conversation, man.
Gotta have a lot of conversations.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere. You got to have that talk. Maybe it's just a season, or maybe that's genuinely how you feel. First, talk it over with yourself, amongst yourself. You have to be one with yourself. You know, respect yourself, and then talk it up with your partner, and try not to let it seep outside of that. You got to have that conversation.
Once again,
Here we go.
Agree.
Yeah.
I believe that, at a certain age, maturity does come into play. And I feel as though at those young ages of maybe 19, 20, 21, 22, and y'all be talking about y'all getting married, it just to me be like, have you given yourself time to even know that you want to be with this person for the remaining of your life? And clearly you don't want to be with this person even today.
And y'all don't be arguing enough and making up enough to be talking about marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you actually have to go through some stuff.
Yeah, and you got to live together. You don't really know nobody till you live with them. It's a lot of steps before marriage that you take, and a lot of y'all don't be taking them steps. It just be like, oh, you pretty. Oh, I like the way you sound.
Right.
And the way you dress. Right, yeah.
You can cook
You
pretty
took that
good.
motherfucker up and you make that Alfredo every goddamn Thursday.
Man, you better switch that shit up.
If you said oxtails, I was there with you, but
See,
Alfredo.
look at you. Look, you know how
What if it was oxtail Alfredo?
Oh,
Then listen, you got a winner. I'm with it with life.
we can do now. I don't even like pasta like that. I say Alfredo trying to be funny, but that right
Yeah,
there.
because when you said Alfredo, it was given trying to be funny because that's the only thing people can cook for real. When you can't,
Yeah, when you can't whip it up, you gon'
Oxtail Alfredo?
Yeah, sounds really good.
It sound good and expensive.
whip it up.
It's going to be $50.
You having a moment over here?
I was having
You
a moment.
seen
I like food.
They put oxtail on pizza now.
They put it in everything.
Man, let me tell
basically.
you something. I seen that in New York.
In New York, I know at the
My homeboy
slices
stayed
place.
2 blocks down from the bodega that did it.
Yeah. It was good, he said.
Listen.
I know, I need to go try
It
it.
cost
Last time I was there.
$100. Didn't it?
The pie is pretty expensive. The whole pie is pretty
the whole
expensive.
pie, but you only would want a slice or
Yeah,
two,
'cause it's-
maybe, because
yeah.
it's real. It's real.
It's a big slice.
Give me 3 slices, call it a day.
Okay.
Dear podcast crew,
go.
I feel insecure and paranoid when my husband works close with other women. And especially now because he started a new job. Do you guys have any advice? Sincerely, paranoid lover.
Yes.
Grow up.
Yes.
It's kind of that.
You cannot stop somebody from doing what they want to do.
Mostly
I mean
that.
it.
Yeah.
You can't.
Like,
No matter how good you is to them,
Yeah.
no matter what's going on, no matter how well you treat them, if they feel like that's what they want to do, they gonna do it. You just have to, yeah.
You know?
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, trust who you're with or don't be with them. That's kind of that.
simple.
Yeah, that's probably some
Yeah.
insecurity you brought from another relationship or a
Yeah.
situationship you were in that
Yeah.
now that is translating to the next relationship. Or if you have had your significant other cheat on you in the past, that can be
Facts,
another
facts,
thing,
facts,
right? But you have to deal with that internally and figure that out. Because nobody got time to be sitting here babying your thoughts.
And
Like, oh my
especially
God,
if he ain't
I saw
doing
you
nothing.
talking to that. She's
Yeah.
my boss. The hell?
Yeah, come on.
I gotta
now.
talk to the lady.
Come on now,
Right.
damn.
You gotta
Right.
believe what you see now.
Yeah, you can't
stuck in
be
the
out here
past.
just.
But then also a lot of y'all niggas out there ain't shit too.
Ain't shit. Ain't worth a
Let me
damn.
know.
Okay.
Ain't
Yeah,
worth a
they
damn.
Y'all is out there
Okay.
doing
It's
something.
hard. It's really hard.
He give you
Okay.
every reason to see that he ain't worth a damn.
But it's really hard
It's-
because people wear masks really well. So you want to
Very
say, then you
well,
meet a
yeah.
good guy, and then you're
Yeah,
trying
that's
to
true.
decipher whether this is a mask or it's not a mask. And then you're
That's
like, you got to
true.
trust me. And I'm like, give me a second. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Because this man wore a mask for 3 months. And they say that. They say people can literally hide who they are for like 3 months.
Yeah.
And it's a really wild thought. Like, so you really, like, even that Steve Harvey thing where they're like, wait amount of time, like 90 days is really like minimum now at this point
Yeah.
for people to really try to be having sex with people. I also think, like, unless, again, you're a prostitute, we could bring it back to
Right.
to that story.
The triple back.
Then
90 days. I'm giving the first.
Don't.
no, that's other. I just say it to say for us to really get a good idea of who I am talking to, if that's what I actually care about. I think that there is time that needs to happen. We probably have to see some things. I have to see you a little angry.
Yeah, for
I have
sure.
to see you through some time. I have to see some things happening. And for me, sex is not that important for me to just be out here. I would rather spend time with you and go out and eat and enjoy the time that we could spend with one another than
That's
for us
true,
to just
yeah.
be laid up. So at the end of the day, though, like if the time in the 90 days wasn't enough for us to move past that and be like, okay, now I'm good. And sometimes you could peek in before that.
That's true.
It's not to say it won't happen before
Because
it.
you could
It's
catch
just to
somebody
say,
slipping emotionally and be like, yeah, I don't think I want to deal with you on that level. You feel me? Yeah.
bro, like soon as something happens, especially if they got like old things, kids,
Finances and stuff,
anything,
yeah.
like you
Triggering
didn't,
them.
once they
Yeah.
get triggered and now I get to actually see you in this, or I trigger you somehow
And then
in this
it's
course
like,
of
yeah,
time.
it's like, I don't think I want to deal with this.
Yeah, and I still have enough time to have not like,
Yeah,
added
invested.
another layer of feelings,
For
because
sure.
sex creates
Yeah, it
feelings.
does. Yes.
Especially if you're
It's
just a
good.
lover, you
Yeah.
know? So it creates some. Again, if you're a prostitute, probably not so much.
Is it?
Yeah.
You guys, I'm gonna read one more before we wrap it up.
Okay.
So my cousin and I are roommates, and I have a boyfriend that stays over sometimes, occasionally. However, this morning I had to leave work early, so I just left my boyfriend in my room. I received a text from my cousin a little bit later saying that, why is your boyfriend here and you're not? He needs to leave by 10 a.m. I'm taken aback by this. She's met my boyfriend multiple times. She left a hookup in her room one time before. What should I do? Sincerely, double standard.
Tell her to mind her damn business.
I don't know about that one. I mean,
She pay bills, all right?
And
Yeah,
and the
but-
cousin done left a fling, not even a boyfriend, a little, you know.
a hookup is different than a boyfriend, though.
that's more dangerous.
Yes.
You think so?
A
I think
random.
me too. I think randoms. Like I think somebody that we know where everybody lives at. Like you done been around here to his house too.
Yeah,
you know
don't
where he
think
live
so?
at. Like we know this person versus this
Maybe
random
she
person.
wants to be a loyal cousin and be like, I don't want him to try no funny business. I don't want you to your
but that's
mind to
not.
start
But that's
spinning.
not what she said.
That's-
He's not even
I like
flirting with
that.
her. He's
I
not
like
even
that.
flirting with her. That's
he
not
just,
even the
he
case.
just in the room.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
ain't say nothing like that.
Now again, if she's not paying bills or something like that, then that
Yeah,
might be the
that's-
reason
yeah,
why
but if
she
we
has
splitting
some restrictions. There might be some different restrictions on it. Her age might be a restriction. She might be young. I don't know what the restriction is. Like I can't say what it is. Maybe being there eating up their food. I don't know. But if she just like
a big
just
deal.
being
nah.
nasty, then that's I don't know. I don't know if we have enough.
Well, I would say to the cousin, why do you even leave?
That's also true. Yeah, you could have just.
If
left.
you were
Yeah.
uncomfortable,
Well, somebody got to lock the door, don't they?
I mean, he there.
I mean, yep. Yeah, right?
But what? And all the doors don't lock the same way no more.
Okay. Oh, maybe you mean like he can go in the room and start stealing and shit.
Like it's just like, oh well, I don't know. I mean, like
but
leave
if,
the
if
door.
you left
like,
a
leave
rando
it.
at my house though, then that's like
That's weird.
That's crazy.
you.
I think
First
that's
of all,
what
you
I'm saying.
left. The rando's still here, and I'm here.
And I'm here. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Why would you?
that's-
I don't like that idea
you
at
don't
all. I
care
don't like
about
random
me.
people
Yeah,
altogether.
that's crazy,
Random people
yeah.
stress me out.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Random people stress me
Yeah.
out. We don't know that. We don't. None of us know this person.
right, and he
Shit.
motherfucker just here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So the cousin, everybody agrees that the cousin is wrong.
yeah,
Well,
for sure.
yeah, especially if you don't have random people up in here and
Well,
stuff like
yeah.
that. So we don't really understand. Especially if she paying bills. Yeah, we don't get
Yeah.
it.
And you trying to big dog.
Ma'am, you are the problem. But you know what wasn't the problem? This episode.
Tell me
Great
about
segue.
it. For sure.
You guys, this has been another amazing episode of the Get Ready For It podcast, season 6. It's your boy, the Amazing King, coming to you live and in color, bringing you that oh so amazing touch. Make sure you follow the podcast page at readyforit_1. Also, follow us on TikTok, YouTube. Follow me at amazingIam_Q. Where can the people find you at on social media? You've done this 100 times.
LA_VON225. That's my IG. Facebook. The Quincy Wilson Jr.
So you say Facebook called Country and shit?
Facebook.
And the kid. K. Parker, the OG of the Get Ready For It podcast, the original host of the Get Ready For It podcast.
Hey man, say man, it is me. I am still the same Parker67_. Again, that is Parker67_. I am on YouTube, Hundo House Mag. That is Hundo, HUNDX, House, HAWSE, Mag, MAG. You feel me? You know, drawing the video out right now. God don't make mistakes. Listen, having it 2 on the way, baby. We
And
going up.
But last but not least,
We going up. You know what I'm saying? You feel
the
me?
legendary, the drug that's gonna make you feel no pain, NOVCANE. Where can they find you at on social media? Snap, people.
My fingers hurt.
NOVCANE. Where
You
you
can
on?
find me on Instagram at Nova the Nymph. Do not add an O on there because you won't find me.
Won't happen.
Also at Smoking Words every Thursday night. That's SMOKENWORDS. We're on Instagram, Facebook. You can also Google us. We have YouTube. We're on Apple Podcasts. So you can pretty much find Smoking Words anywhere you'd like to find us. We are registered, and if you steal our name, we'll sue you. Love you so much again. NOVCANE. I'm NOVCANE. It is I, NOVCANE, y'all. Nova. Please don't call me anything else. Like the nymph thing, it's cute, but like the NOVCANE is mostly what we like.
Get ready for it, y'all.